What's up, guys? So I'm going to be giving you one of my biggest secrets when it comes to stopping anxiety symptoms. How to get anxiety symptoms to stop, right? Now, there's tons of different methods. There's a ton of different ways, and I've covered a lot of them on this channel. I've talked about challenging symptoms, desensitizing, grounding, things of that nature. But we are going to be talking about something that you can start doing whenever you have brief moments where your symptoms let up or die off, or even stop completely. I think we handle these moments very badly. We sabotage ourselves, and then the anxiety comes back. So I'm going to tell you some things to stop doing that I see in a lot of people, whether it's through my coaching or through my own experience, because I did a lot of these things too. I'm guilty as charged. And I'm going to give you something that I'd rather you do in these moments, okay? So we're going to cover this. I'm going to try to keep it brief and to the point, so please show some patience today and watch this whole video. But you know what time it is. Smash that like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt, and that's what we're going to do today. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you've tried out this little technique, and let me know if you're guilty of some of the things that I want you to stop doing that I'm going to cover in this video as well, all right? So, how to get rid of anxiety symptoms. Like I said, I've covered a lot of different ways on this channel, so check out some of my other videos if you're new here and subscribe and be a part of the family. But like I was saying in the beginning, usually there's very few moments where we don't have anxiety. There's a few brief moments where the symptoms die off, right? Maybe in the beginning you really don't have many moments at all, but you will get there as your awareness gets better and you start doing a few things that are good for your anxiety along your anxiety journey. Towards the end in recovery, you're actually getting days where you don't have anxiety attacks, panic attacks, or anxiety symptoms, intrusive thoughts. You're getting major breaks. So just know that if you're in the beginning stages, it does get better if you apply tips, if you get a routine together, if you start working on exposure, if you start working on the root causes. But regardless, even in the beginning, there's going to be a few moments, even if it's just a minute or two, where your symptoms will let up, right? That could be right after you wake up, right before you go to sleep, whenever you get a little bit distracted at work. I believe most people will get a tiny break during the day where their symptoms will die off or let up or even completely disappear. Now, a lot of us handle these horribly wrong. We do one of these things, which I want you to get away from. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take practice. None of the things that I tell you on this channel are super easy, all right? All right? The first thing is when we start to first notice that we don't have symptoms, it actually freaks us out because we're not used to feeling calm. And then ironically, we can start getting anxiety from that, right? Especially when you've had anxiety for a long time. We just kind of forget what it's like to feel relaxed, to feel calm. An example of this, I had health anxiety and cardiophobia, and I was always used to my heart just going a million miles an hour. So whenever I actually get some moments where my heart would slow down tremendously, I would sabotage that moment and start to panic because I felt like my heart was going to completely stop. You know, I thought, oh my God, this is it. Now I'm having heart failure. My heart is actually about to just stop beating. It was hard for me to feel my pulse. I would freak myself out, and then bam, the heart would start going fast again, you know? And even though in the moment I was like, oh my God, you know, I can feel my heart again, but now I'm panicking again. So I would cause the anxiety to come back. So a lot of times we sabotage, we overthink why we feel calm or relaxed just because we're not used to it. So that's one thing that we do. Another thing that we do is just kind of take it for granted. Like, I get it, whenever we have some of these good moments or even good days, we just kind of want to live our life, but we don't fully appreciate the moment. We don't take a moment to show gratitude for what we're going through. We don't let our subconscious know that this is how it should be, that we're proud of our subconscious. So that's another thing. We kind of just feel like, well, this is how it should be. You know, finally I get a break, or finally my anxiety symptoms are slowing down or stopping. This is just how it should be. So we just take it for granted. We take the moment for granted. The next thing that we do is we maybe briefly appreciate that we don't have symptoms, but it's very brief. And what do? We start looking for them to come back. Like, this is great, I feel wonderful, but I just know they're gonna come back. You know what I mean? So we kind of take the joy out of the moment really, really quickly. And some of that's just because we're used to seeing the glass half empty and we are in a state of negativity, right? We're kind of wired to that. So it's kind of natural for us, but it kills the vibe. It kills the moment, kills the day where we're not having symptoms. There were a lot of mornings that I would wake up later in my anxiety journey, not in the beginning. It was nightmare right when I opened my eyes, but there were a lot of mornings that I would wake up towards the middle of my journey and later where I would kind of lay there and I'd feel kind of at peace, and my heart wouldn't be beating fast. I wouldn't feel a lot of the symptoms that would start to get going as I got my day going. And I'd sit there and I'd think about, like, where's my symptoms at? I don't feel any symptoms, you know? Where are they? Oh, there they are. And just me thinking of them, looking for them, wondering where they're at, they would come back. You see what we're doing? We're normalizing having symptoms. We're normalizing it. We're almost telling our subconscious, this is weird that I'm not having anxiety symptoms. Can you send me some of that? This isn't normal. What's going on, right? So those are a few things that we do. We sabotage ourselves. We don't really appreciate the moment, so we're not showing gratitude for it. We just expect that that's how it should be. Or in the moments of peace, we're just looking for the symptoms to come back, or we have a negative attitude about it, like, yeah, but it'll be back in a day or two, or I'm just going through a cycle phase, it'll be back. And, we kind of mess it up that way. So something that I want you to start doing, this is the tip part, guys. Please do this. We hear about gratitude all the time. I want you to start normalizing these moments that you don't have symptoms. So we get rid of those things that I just talked about and we replace it with immense gratitude. So whenever you feel good and you don't have any symptoms, praise your subconscious. And you got to be extra with it. And I did this a few times and a few of these symptoms never came back, okay? Sorry, I'm kind of shaking around with this thing. I'm still getting used to holding it. Practice gratitude. Be like, subconscious, this is what I'm freaking talking about, bro. This is what I'm freaking talking about. This is how it should be. This is how it should be. You see, we are safe. And you know what? We're having a good day. Things are great. Please, subconscious, more of this. And I'll keep working hard. You still got to prove to your subconscious that you're going to come through and work hard. But it's almost like your subconscious is testing out things, you know? It's showing a little bit of trust and it's looking for your response. But whenever it tries to trust you and back off on the symptoms and you're like, oh my God, what's going on? Where's my heart beater? Yeah, they're gonna come back. We're just sabotaging and messing it up. So we have to normalize moments where we don't have anxiety symptoms. We have to make them a good thing. We have to make them a bonus. We have to make them a great thing. But we got to show our subconscious that we're proud of it, that this is how it should be. And I'm telling you, there were a few occasions where I showed such immense gratitude, for not having the symptoms, that certain symptoms never came back again. Never came back. I've told you guys the story about my stomach where I had pain in one area on the lower right side for 3 months. Thought I had colon cancer, stomach cancer, did the Google game, all that stuff. This was after my cardiophobia period of time. So every day, pain there every day, never went away, even at night. And finally, I got the courage to make an appointment to get it checked out. 3 hours later, I'm sitting on the couch watching TV, and I noticed my pain wasn't there because I knew I was going to get some closure. And finally, the tension in the lower part of my stomach went away, right? And I was actually telling a coaching client this yesterday. And then I went outside, and I was just like running around in circles, acting like a little child at like the age of like 22, throwing the football up in the air, so happy that I had a second chance at life and thanking my subconscious. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. It was anxiety, like subconscious. We got to stop doing that. We got to get better. We got to get out of this. But you know what? It's like I'm alive. It can't be cancer. It went away just for me getting the comfort that I was going to get some reassurance from the doctor. So I actually canceled that appointment. And guess what? That symptom never came back. So please try to do this. Get away from the sabotage. Get away from looking for symptoms to come back, being extra paranoid about them coming back, because they will. You know what I mean? Stop looking for it. Start appreciating these moments. Show immense gratitude when you have less symptoms. Even if it's like you're having symptoms pretty much all throughout the day and you're not noticing even a minute where they stop completely, there have to be some moments where they aren't as bad as they were at other parts. So start with that. There's always somewhere you can start. But as you go through your anxiety recovery, it gets easier and easier and easier. You will have more moments to take advantage of with this. So let's put the same energy that we put into our symptoms whenever we experience it, right? As we put into moments whenever we don't have symptoms, if that makes sense. When you have symptoms, what do? We panic, we focus, we show negativity to our subconscious. We'll take that same energy and put it into your subconscious whenever you don't have symptoms, right? So we can start to balance this thing out, at least get it to where it's like 50-50. Show immense gratitude and joy and happiness and proudness to your subconscious whenever it lets up. Let's normalize not having anxiety symptoms. But I hope this video helped. If you want more advice and more detailed steps to recovery, please check out my course, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp. Like I said, many people have been getting this course in the past few days since I've been uploading again and putting these videos out. It's changing people's lives. The reviews are starting to come through again. I'm so excited for this program. It's lifetime access, so know that whenever I update it or add anything to it, you will get it for the one-time purchase. So be sure to take advantage of that. There's going to be a major update coming soon on there. I'm going to be adding probably another 50 to 75 videos onto that course of new concepts, new ideas, new tips, new tricks. Super excited about that. I'll keep you updated. My coaching info is also down below. If you're interested in doing one-on-one calls with me, you can email me and I'll send you my info. There's online therapy down below. Take advantage of therapy. You can do it on the phone, the laptop, the PC. So if you've never tried therapy, be sure to sign up for that today. It can help out a lot, all right? Coaching, courses, any of that stuff. If you watch YouTubers and they offer a book, grab their book, you know? Take advantage of these things. If you're able to take advantage of these things, they do help if you apply them, okay? So I encourage you to take advantage of all those resources in the description and in the first pinned comment. Subscribe, guys. Be a part of the family. You know, I'm putting videos, this is day five that I've uploaded. I'm gonna get back on this upload train. So please support me and like these videos and subscribe and share them and watch all the way to the end. That's gonna help me get out to more people. That's my next goal. You know, I really believe in my concepts. I really believe in the tips and the value that I give. I just feel like I need to get out to more people, and that's something that I haven't been able to do. A huge goal of mine is to hit 100,000 subscribers, you know, and we've really slowed down in the past month or so. But guys, I love you all, and until next time, keep fighting. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful weekend.